Students, in CBSE Class 12 Computer Science paper, there are 4 sections. Okay, in section C, the questions come from DBMS and SQL, which is of 8 marks. In this and upcoming video series, I'll be covering up DBMS and SQL. Okay, both in theory and practical. So let's jump into the video. To the summer of love. So students, in this video series, the topics which we are going to cover are what is database management system, what is relational database model, relation, tuples, degree, cardinality, various types of key, various types of SQL statement. SQL is structured query language statements, its data types, and relational algebra. Now, relational algebra doesn't come to the exam, but it's for the basic knowledge purpose. Okay, so bear with me and stick to the end of the video. So if we start a database management system, first you need to know what is a database and who manages it and how it works. Okay, now database is a collection of related information organized for ease access, modify and maintain data. Like if we particularly take one particular user has its own sets of data, like a name, age, sex, its hair color, eye color, body height, weight, everything. So all these data need to be kept somewhere, and who's keeping that and who's managing all that? That is database management system. The particular software which is used to manage the database is called database management system. Its sole purpose is to allow the users to create, modify and administration of the database. Okay, now how you can create the database, how you can modify, and how you will administrate that database, it will totally depend on your database management system and the administrator. And few examples of it are MySQL, MS Access, and Oracle. Out of this, MySQL is very popular, and in this section we will learn about MySQL only. So let's move forward. Now basically out here you need to learn about relational database model. See, these are the things, the basic knowledge you need to have about what you are working in MySQL. MySQL in class 12, it's totally about relational database. Okay, it's totally about relational database where each table is known as relation. As you can see, the database is represented as a collection of related tables. Each table is termed as relation and has its unique name. Now in a database, data are stored in a table in a row and column manner, and you all know that table is formed by using rows and columns, where the horizontal ones are called rows and the vertical ones are called columns. So let's move forward. Now here we have an example of a student table. The name of this table is student. Okay, and you can see there are 1 2 3 4 5 columns, और यहाँ पे 1 2 3 rows है. So out of this there are few terms which you need to understand in relational database. They are relational, tuples, degree and cardinality. In the previous one we just saw each table name is termed as relation. So out here if I call you and if I tell you what is the name of the relation, you have to tell it's student. So हर table का name ही होता है उसका relation. तो इसमें डिग्री क्या होती है, कार्डिनलिटी क्या होती है, टपल्स क्या होता है, लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड एंड सी इट. हर रिलेशन को या टेबल को रिलेशन कहा जाता है, और यहाँ पे ये है स्टूडेंट. यहाँ पे एट्रीब्यूट, फील्ड, कॉलम, डिग्री, मतलब कॉलम्स वाले को आउट दीज ऑल आर कॉल्ड either attribute or field or degree or column. Column to we know it, but these are the names you need to remember, that they are called attribute also, field also and degree also. So how many columns we have? 1 2 3 4 5. So if I say what is the degree of this particular student table, it will be 5 because it has 5 columns. So in the same way, record, tuple, row, cardinality, these will be are only rows. So how many rows are there? 1 2 3. Please look very careful in this example because next of the slides will depend on this data. Okay, so how many records we have? 3. How many tuples we have? 3. How many row? Basically 3 only, and cardinality also 3. So in a table name is termed as relation, the columns are termed as degree, and the rows are termed as cardinality. Okay, let's go. Now there are various keys which are used for database management. When you create a table, when you manage a table, these are the keys which are very important. First one is primary key. Primary key is what? Which uniquely identifies the row. In our previous example, if we see, we will see that admission number, name, class, percentage and mobile number are the total 5 number of columns. But out of this, which one do you think should be primary key? Means which will uniquely identify the row. It could be either admission number, it could be either mobile number. Why? Because these are the two columns which cannot be duplicated. Means admission number cannot be same and even mobile numbers also cannot be same. In a normal way it doesn't happen. But names can be same, classes can be same, percentage can be same. So प्राइमरी की वो होता है जो एक रो को यूनिकली आइडेंटिफाई करता है. इसमें से हम एडम नंबर को भी चूज कर सकते हैं और मोबाइल नंबर को भी चूज कर सकते हैं. तो आई हैव चोजन एडमिशन नंबर. तो उसके बाद कैंडिडेट की क्या होता है? देखो एक दूसरे से सब चीज रिलेटेड होता है. ऑल आर रिलेटेड विथ वन अनदर. नाउ कैंडिडेट बाय इट्स नेम ओनली इट सेज नो इट हैज द एलिजिबिलिटी फॉर समथिंग. Yes, in the same way, the columns which has the eligibility for becoming a primary key, they will called as candidate key. Here, if I take admission number as a primary key, और कौन primary key बन सकता है? और कौन बन सकता है? Yes, absolutely. Mobile number can become a primary key. Understood? So, admission number and mobile number, they both are candidate key. Okay, because they both carry the eligibility where they can become a primary key. Next, alternate key. If we select any primary key, rest of the keys will become alternate key. So if I here example name, class, mobile number is primary, they will become alternate key if I choose admission number as a primary key. Okay, so if I choose admission number as a primary key, name, class, percentage, mobile number, they all will become alternate key. And lastly, we have foreign key. Foreign key, I cannot show you the example rightly because for that we need two tables. Common column between two table or two relation. If in student table I have this column admission number, in a teachers table also I have the same column admission number, so admission number will become the foreign key for both the relation student and teacher. I hope you have understood. The things you don't understand, please write it in the comment section. I will surely answer you and I'll surely clear your doubts. Okay, let's move forward. Now we know which application or which software we will be using for database management, that is MySQL. In MySQL, what we will write? We cannot just write anything. We need to write some language, and that is structured query language. Structured query language is used to create table, modify table, access the table and manage the database as well. Okay, now structured query language, why it is so much popular? Because it's portable. It cannot be taken from one platform to another. It has a high speed. The processing speed is very fast. It is easy to learn and understand because simple English languages are used. That's why support object-based programming. Yes, by using Python, which Python we can connect SQL with Python, and it directly supports the object-based programming and can be used with any database management system. It can run on any platform. It can work with any other database management system. Means that if I want to export, I hope you know the meaning of import and export. If you don't know, just ping me in the comment section. I'll explain about it. So let me assume you people know about what is import and export. Now you can import in the entire data from one platform to another with the help of MySQL, or it is acceptable in all the platforms. Okay. Next is types of SQL statement. We have 6 type of SQL statement, but in class 12 hardly you come to the third one. Most of the SQL statement you use for data definition language and data manipulation language. These languages which are used to define the data are known as data definition language, and the examples are create table, alter table, drop table. You must have used it in class 11, so you must be aware of these things. To create table we use this this language. For this alter table, if I want to change something in the table, if I want to delete the table entirely, I will use drop table. So next is data manipulation language. Data manipulation language is used to manipulate the data according to certain needs or certain condition. select, update, delete, insert, these all are used for data manipulation language. And transaction control language are what? Which controls over a transaction. So transaction means here a statement which need to be fixed or which we need to be applied to the entire database. These are the examples of the ट्रांजैक्शन कंट्रोल लैंग्वेज, कमिट एंड रोल बैक. ये पूरे ट्रांजैक्शन को कंट्रोल करता है और उसके अकॉर्डिंगली इसको चेंज करता है. तो बेसिकली दीज आर द statements doesn't come in class 12. You mostly have to cover these two particular languages, data definition language and data manipulation language. Next, the data types. Yes, this is very important. When you create a database, the data types you need to use, you have to know about them. Okay, we mostly use what kind of data? Now in the previous example which I have given, I have taken the columns like admission number, then we had name, class, and mobile number. Basically it moved around characters and numbers, no, or a mixture of characters and numbers. Yes, so that's why if you want something to be converted entirely to characters, whether it's a letter, whether it's a number, you can use these keywords char, varchar or varchar2, both are same, and with that you have to mention the size. When I will show you these things in practical, you will understand better. In the same way, when you are using some numeric values, you can use these four keywords out of any these. If you are using floating point number, integer and float, they are not same. You know about it. Decimal and float, they are same, but integer and float, they are not same. Integer entirely without any decimal, decimal and float with decimal points and after decimal points also. Now date is a separate, it's totally different from these two data types. Okay, it's a different data type where you can put dates only, like 22nd March 1990, something like that. Okay, so with the example, when we will do this practicals with the examples, you will understand the concept better. Let's move on. Now relational algebra, before starting the video only I told you these things doesn't come to your exam, but certain things you need to know about this. So relational algebra is one of them. It's an algebra consists of a set of operations that take out one or two relation as input and produces new relation as output. It will take 2-3 relations, means 2-3 tables as an input, then they will do something inside that and they will create a new table as an output. And what operations we use there? We use selection, projection, union and Cartesian product. Now selection is symbolized with this sigma. Okay, selection is symbolized with the sigma. It helps to return the number of rows. Okay, if you select 2 rows, 3 rows, it will help you to return that. Projection is used to return number of columns and it is symbolized with pi. Union means if you are joining two tables, but one thing you have to make sure while you are doing union join are two types, union join and Cartesian product join. When you are doing union join, the two tables which you are using or more tables you are using, it has to be same number of column, same number of rows and same number of data types. Then only you can do a union join. Otherwise, what is the alternative? Alternative is Cartesian product. Now Cartesian product will not bother about that. It will simply go with uneven degree and cardinality. So if a table has 2 column 3 rows and another table is having 4 column 3 rows, doesn't matter, it will join them. Okay, so in this first video we are up to this only, and I hope you have liked the video. Yes, it will be continued because in the next video I will start with structured query language, where we will see how to create table, how to operate tables, how to manage tables by using DML, DDL, all this data definition language, data manipulation language. If you have any doubts, if you have any complaints about this video, please share your opinion in the comment section. If you are new to the channel, subscribe my channel, like my channel, and activate the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, the notification will straightly come to you. Thank you very much. Let's meet in the next video.